Yes. Jai Hind and hello everyone. Welcome back to Crack Grade B. This is Sunil Jangid and we were discussing preposition, right? So it's last lecture in preposition, and as I said, this is one of the most important chapters. Not only important but also technical also, you can say, right? So we shall complete this chapter today, and kindly share this session with all your uh, friends and relatives and invite them all, right? So you have your classes of English on this platform at 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, right? So let us start, and in today's lecture we are going to discuss some of the individual prepositions, right? So individually, when you talk about prepositions, what are the application where we use different prepositions? So we are going to start that thing. Okay, and I hope audio and video both are clear and you are getting everything properly. So let us start. And as I said, ki whenever it comes to individual prepositions, initially we shall discuss a preposition that is across, right? And the second one is through. Two different prepositions you have, across and through. And we shall discuss some of the technical prepositions like across and through. If you talk about both the prepositions, then we use across to show the sense of go via something. Go via something. Mean to say, when you just go from one point to another. When you go from one point to another point of any premises, then it shows the sense of what? Across, right? And make it sure, whenever we talk about preposition across, we shall talk about two different dimensions. Mean to say, preposition across always denotes two dimensions. And what are two dimensions? Make it sure these two dimensions are length plus breadth. When you cover both the dimensions, when you cover length and breadth to go from one side to another, that is called what? Across. While we talk about preposition through, then it shows the sense of go via somewhere. Go via somewhere, or go via something. Go via something or go via somewhere. But make it sure it always shows two different dimensions. When we talk about three dimensions like length, breadth plus height, in that particular situation, in case of three different dimensions, one is length, breadth, and third one is height, right? In that situation we use a preposition through. And across can also be used to show the sense of on the other side of. On the other side of, you can also say on the other side of, we use a preposition across. Okay, preposition through has another meaning also, that is what? Because of. When you want to show the sense of because of, easily you can use a preposition through. So let us take some examples, and we shall understand all these application through examples. What are the examples? Like if I say the man passed blank the road, river, filled, etc. The sentence is the man passed blank the road, river, filled, etc. Okay, and the second one is, second sentence is, if I say the man passed blank the tunnel, building, forest, etc. These two different sentences you have. The man passed blank the road, river, and filled, etc. If you talk about this noun like road, river, or filled, whenever you cross any road, any river or field, in that particular situation we always cross two different dimensions. We cross two dimensions, like we cross length of a river, or you can say we cross breadth of a river, or you can say length and breadth of a rod, length and breadth of a field. So in case of two dimensions prepositions, here we are talking about two dimensions, length plus breadth. So in that situation we use a preposition across in the first sentence, right? And whenever you just cover tunnel, building and forest, make it sure tunnel always has three different dimensions. One is length, second one is breadth, and third one is its height. Same thing happens when you just pass building, then also we cover three different dimensions. One is we just cover length of a building, its breadth and its height also, right? So in case of three dimensions we use a preposition through. When it comes to just cover forest, forest means, forest is always meant for trees. Forest is always meant for trees. So trees, they have their height, right? So whenever you cover a forest, you cover different three dimensions, length, breadth plus height. So in case of three dimensions, length plus breadth plus height, we use a preposition what, that is through. Okay, so sentence will be, the man passed across the road, across the river, across the field, and the man passed across the tunnel, building, forest. And make it sure filled means, filled always denotes to crops, right? And most of the crops, if you talk about, they are below the human height. I said most of the crops in the field, they are below the human height. So that's why whenever a person crosses the field, he or she crosses two different dimensions, length and breadth. That's why we use across the field. But if I say the man cross blank sugarcane field, if I talk about sugarcane field, in that particular situation, or you can say the man passed blank the coconut field. So in that particular situation, coconut field, or you can say sugar cane field, in that particular situation three different dimensions we have, and in case of three dimensions we use a preposition, that is through. I hope you are getting my point. Okay, if I say another sentence is, if I say the water passed, the water passed blank the pipe. So this pipe, if you talk about, this is also a noun with three dimensions. It has three dimensions, and in case of three dimensions we use a preposition through. In this particular sentence also we shall use a preposition through. The sentence will be, the water passed through the pipe. Okay, another sentence, if you say this man succeeded, this man succeeded blank the hard work. This man succeeded blank the hard work. Okay, in this sentence also we use a preposition through, and as I said, this preposition through shows the sense of what? It shows the sense of because of. This man succeeded because of hard work. That's why we use a preposition, this man succeeded blank the hard work. Okay, because of, to show the sense of because of, we use a preposition through. Okay, let us take another example. If I say if you have any doubt, kindly inform me, blank message. If you have any doubt, kindly inform me blank message. Okay, in this sentence, you are talking about medium. You are talking about what? Medium. So same thing happens whenever you talk about any medium. In case of medium also, we use a preposition what? We use a preposition through, right? So sentence will be, if you have any doubt, kindly inform me through message, right? This sentence will be okay now. If you have any doubt, kindly inform me through message. Through means you can say go via something or any medium you are talking about. Okay, let us take another example. If I say, we went to Shimla, we went to Shimla through Chandigarh. This sentence, we went to Shimla through Chandigarh. Okay, here also this preposition through shows the sense of go via somewhere. Go via somewhere, right? To show the sense of go via somewhere, we use a preposition through. If I say I went to Kerala through Mumbai. I went to Kerala through Mumbai. So here also preposition through denote the sense of go via somewhere, right? Go via somewhere or go via something. Okay. So these are two different prepositions, across and through. Okay, this preposition through has two different phrasal verb also. First phrasal verb is, if you talk about first phrasal verb, that is get through. We use a phrasal verb and that is get through. And second one is, that is fall through. Get through and fall through. Okay, if you talk about get through, it shows the sense of to get success, right? To get success. To shows the sense of to get success, we use a phrasal verb that is get through. And fall through means to get failure. To get failure, if you talk about, then we use a preposition phrasal verb that is fall through, right? So these are two different phrasal verb which can be designed with the help of a preposition through. Get through and second one is fall through. Okay, so let us move to the next prepositions. Different, some other prepositions if you talk about, then you have a preposition that is by. Okay, and second one is with. By and with. Okay, what are the application of both the preposition? We use a preposition by before doer in passive. Before doer in passive, right? We use a preposition by. And second application is what? Before modes of transport. Whenever you talk about modes of transport, before them we use a preposition by, right? Third one is, we use this preposition by to show the sense of till. Mean to say, to show deadline, we use a preposition by to show the sense of till, right? Okay, before doer in passive, modes of transport, and to show the sense of till. Okay, we use preposition with to show the sense of along, to show the sense of along के साथ, or whenever you do an activity with any tool. When you talk about any tool, when you talk about any weapon, or when you talk about any equipment, make it sure before any tool, weapon or equipment we use a preposition with. I said before any tool, before any weapon or equipment we use a preposition with, right? So these are different applications. So let us move to the sentences. And the sentences are, if I say, the sentence is, the lion was killed blank the hunter blank a gun, right? The lion was killed, blank the hunter, blank a gun. Next sentence is, I write blank a marker. And second one is, you write blank a pen, right? You can say, I write blank a marker or pen. Okay, so in both the sentences it is crystal clear that this sentence is in passive voice. This line is not doer. This line is not doer. And make it sure, how can you identify a sentence is in active voice or in passive voice? How can you identify? The point is that if you just find it out, you have to focus on the subject of a sentence. Your entire focus must be on the subject, and just try to find it out whether the subject is doer or not. If the subject is doer, it is always in active voice. And if the subject is not doer, or you can say the subject is receiver, if the subject is receiver, not doer, then this sentence will be in passive voice. Like if you talk about this sentence here, if you talk about action killed, so for this action killed, line is not doer, this line is receiver, because the effect of this action, the effect of is this verb is on what? Is on line. So this line is receiver, not doer. So it means this sentence is in passive voice, and in passive voice we use third form of the verb, main verb. We use past participle. So in passive voice, doer is what? Hunter is doer actually. This word hunter is doer. So we use a preposition by before doer. And this word gun is what? This is weapon, this is tool, or this is equipment. Before weapon, tool, equipment, we use a preposition with. Same thing is in the second sentence. This word marker is, you can say, this is tool or this is equipment, right? And before tool, weapon or equipment, we use a preposition with, right? So both the sentences will be fine now. Okay, let us move to the other sentences. If I say the sentences, it takes almost 12 hours to reach the USA by an air. It takes almost 12 hours to reach the USA by an air. First sentence. And the second sentence is, they usually go to college by the car and come back by an auto. Second one is, they usually go to college by the car and come back by an auto. And the last one is, if I say a child was run over. Run over is also a phrasal verb that means to ram, right? Kuchal dena. The child was run over by a car. Different three sentences you have. Okay, so we are talking about a preposition by, and as I said, preposition by is used before doer in passive, before modes of transport, and to show the sense of till, to show deadline, we also use this preposition by. Okay, in all different three sentences, make it sure in the first sentence this word by is mode of transport, right? And in second sentence, word car is also a mode of transport, and auto is also a mode of transport. You know, when a vehicle becomes mode of transport, in that situation in which you use this vehicle to go somewhere or to come from somewhere, I said a thing or a vehicle when it comes mode of transport, when we use to go somewhere, when we use this vehicle to go somewhere or to come from somewhere, now this becomes mode of transport. Like in this sentence it is said it takes almost 12 hours to reach the USA, mean to say you are going to use air to reach the USA. So it means this is mode of transport and this is preposition by. Make it sure before mode of transport and followed by preposition we don't need any article. The concept is before mode of transport and followed by preposition we don't use any preposition, so drop and before air, and before air. The reason is behind whenever we don't use an, because the reason is whenever we go somewhere we always take one vehicle to go there, right? We don't use two different. In one time, in single time you use one vehicle to go somewhere or to come from somewhere, right? To come back from somewhere. Okay, so we don't use need an, and article the will not also be there because we are not talking about any definite here, we are not talking about any definite vehicle, so that's why don't use any article. Same thing happens here. This is preposition by, this is preposition by, and this is mode of transport car. So don't use any article before mode of transport and followed by preposition. In the second sentence again don't use article and. So sentence will be it takes almost 12 hours to reach the USA by air, and they usually go to college by car and come back by auto. But in the third sentence, this word car, this word car is not a mode of transport. This is any thing or thing only. This is any commodity, or you can say this is vehicle. This is only a vehicle. The reason behind k, it is said the child was run over by a car. So a car, not a car is never meant for running over, right? So car is generally is used for to go somewhere or to come from somewhere. When you are talking about a child was run over by a car, here word car is not a mode of transport. This is pure vehicle, this is pure a commodity, this is pure a noun, any particular thing you can say. Okay, in this situation before mode of transport and by preposition, now we can use article an. If you have another vehicle auto here, then we can use article an and make it sure this article an shows the sense of any. So this sentence means a child was run over by a car means by any car, by any auto. To show the sense of any, now we can use article an before any vehicle, before any commodity, and if you have a preposition by as well, right? So this sentence is okay, we don't have any issue in this particular sentence. So concept is what mainly, the concept is don't use any article, don't use any article before modes of transport, don't use any article before modes of transport and followed by, and followed by preposition. Don't use any article before modes of transport and followed by preposition, right? So this is the concept. Let us take some more examples. Different examples are like they will reach there, they will reach there blank 10:30 bus, or you can say 10:30 train. They will reach there blank 10:30 bus or train. Okay, and the second sentence is, the second sentence is they will go to college blank black their sports car. Okay, two different sentences you have. In both the sentences, you know, concept is what? This word bus train is again mode of transport. This word car is also mode of transport. But before this mode of transport, you have an adjective, and the adjective is 1030. Mean to say 1030, this is the quality of bus. 1030 bus train, bus you can say, or 1030 train you can say, right? So this is the quality. 1030 means टाइमिंग है, उस टाइमिंग की बस या ट्रेन की बात हो रही है. और सेम थिंग हैपन्स हियर, whether we are talking about black car, their car, or sports car, or you can say Mohan's car, whatever. Mohan's car, these are also adjective in the sentence, you can say. So by using all these determiners or by using all these adjectives, now mode of transport, this mode of transport becomes specific. Now this mode of transport become specific. So now we are going to talk about in case of specific mode of transport. In case of specific modes of transport, when any adjective comes before any mode of transport, now it becomes specific modes of transport. And in this situation, we use two different prepositions. One is preposition in and second one is preposition on. We use preposition in before mode of transport like car, cab, taxi, ambulance, right? Car, cab, taxi, ambulance. Before these mode of transport, we use a preposition in. Or you can say like metro, right? Helicopter, or you can say boat, etc. Boat, etc. But if you talk about preposition on, like two-wheelers, all two-wheelers, like if I say bike, scooty, cycle, right? Bike, scooty, cycle. More than two-wheelers like bus, train, bus, truck, or you can say train, or plane, or ship, etc. So before these mode of transport, we use a preposition in, and before these, I have given you a list, we use a preposition on. It happens only when any adjective or determiner is given before mode of transport. It only happens in that particular situation. Like this sentence, before bus, train, you have an adjective 1030, means this is the quality of bus, train. 1030, its timing, this specific timing bus or train. Like before car, you have an adjective black, their, sports, or Mohan's car. So whenever any adjective comes, this happens. Okay, we don't use preposition by. In place of by, we use two different prepositions, in and on. And I told you some of the difference, some of two different lists. Why we use in before these mode of transport? Okay, these are two-wheelers. Make it sure before two-wheelers, if any adjective is given, we use a preposition on. But if you compare these, car, cab, taxi, ambulance, if you compare these mode of transport with bus and truck, you can't compare car, cab, taxi, ambulance with bike, scooty, and cycle. As we know ki these three vehicles are two-wheelers, and these are more than two-wheelers. These more than two-wheelers can be compared with bus or truck, because these are the same vehicles, more than two-wheelers, and this is light vehicle and this is heavy vehicle. So make it sure before light vehicle, if any adjective is given, we use a preposition in. If before heavy vehicle, if any adjective is given, we use a preposition on. Same thing happens if you just compare metro and train. You will find metro is light vehicle in comparison of train. If any adjective is given before metro or train, before light vehicle metro, we use a preposition in, and before high vehicle, right, we use a preposition on before that. In only case if adjective is given, right? If you just compare helicopter and plane, we know it very well. This helicopter is light vehicle and this plane is heavy vehicle, right? If adjective is given, we use preposition in or on. And if you just compare ship or boat, boat is light vehicle, whether ship is heavy vehicle. So uh, we use something like that. We use two different preposition, in and on. So if you just apply it in the sentence, here word we are talking about bus, train, we have an adjective, so sentence preposition will be on. And in this sentence we have a mode of transport, car, but you have an adjective. In case of specific mode of transport, we use a preposition in the second sentence. Both the sentence will be fine now, right? Okay, same thing happens if you just talk like if you talk like this: horseback, right? Horseback, or camel's back, or you can say elephant's back, right? If you speak like this, so here we use a preposition on camel's back, on horseback, on elephant's back, right? And if I say a sentence, he goes to market, he goes to market on foot, he goes to market on foot. So make it sure we always use on foot, always on foot, right? जब भी बात आप करते हैं पैदल की, जब आप बात करते हैं तो वी ऑलवेज यूज ऑन फुट. ही गोज टू मार्केट ऑन फुट, यानी कि ही जो है वो पैदल मार्केट जाता है. सो आई थिंक it's crystal clear for you. Yes, guys. Do you have any doubt? Okay, I think it's enough from my side. And you have one, we shall have one more class on preposition. And after that, this chapter will be completed. And we shall discuss some of the vocabulary part in our upcoming lectures. So I just keep my finger crossed for you, and keep sharing these sessions, keep inviting your friends, subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed. Crack Grade B. So let's meet in the next class. Again, goodbye, take care, love you all, thank you very much.